At the end of a long day, it is nice to have this poison of your choice. And the poison I choose today is this right here. It's a Davidoff green mixture pipe tobacco. It's got a very good flavor. It's got a very good aroma to it, not as much as maybe other ones, but still very good. So here's what we do. So the pipe is, mostly clean. There we go. I get it. So first you got to clean the pipe. I've already changed the filter in this, and the filter is just right there, right? So you put the little filter in there, and then that will, I don't know, keep some of the syrup out of your lungs, I guess. But anyway, so you should have a tamping tool, a pipe cleaner, and then a kind of like a pokey device on there as well. And I don't have either of those, but what I do have is a pick, and this pick is really good at getting stuff out of greasy bolts, or like little push activated like clips and stuff like that, or really clips and things like that. Or it's good for cleaning out your, I don't know what you call it, so we're just gonna call it blowhole. It's good for cleaning out your blowhole here on your pipe. So you got to get it really in there and get that clean. You don't want to clean all the stuff out around it necessarily, because that's kind of where a lot of your flavor is. But we're just gonna get that area nice and clear. Really want to bang it. And you really want to bang it on the counter as hard as you can in order to get a lot of that stuff out there. So that's good. That'll work. It's still a little plugged up, so we're just going to go ahead and do some surgery and see where it's coming from. So the bolt's good. So let's see, maybe this is plugged up. And that's good. Must be the filter, so we're just going to do away with that altogether. Now whenever loading it, this is the part where you need the tamp for. I don't have one of those either, but what I do have is this 3-way Park Tool hex set. So that'll be good. And kind of what you want to do is just take some and just kind of like cram it in there, but don't be an ape about it, just kind of like cram it in there. And you just want to take and give it a nice light pack. Now if you pack this too much, it will become hard to smoke. So you want to give it a draw after you pack it, and then add you another pile. And then this one, you just kind of pack it down. You can go a little harder on this pack, because the objective is to just not have it be so freaking packed down there that you can't get any air through it. So you can go a little bit more. And that's and I'll usually do about three like that, right? Lighting and then actually smoking and maintaining it. And that's usually the hardest part, because you do actually have to relight it a lot whenever you're smoking on a pipe. So what you need is either a lighter or some matches. And a lot of people prefer matches, I guess for the flavor or something. I don't know. I don't have either of those, so I'm just going to use this. And basically you just take your pipe and just kind of get it going like that. When you're really trying to get it going, sometimes you got to puff on it while you're lighting it. See, just like that. You just gotta really get it going now. Now if you do decide to use the torch, there is a bit of a taste at the beginning that I can only assume is the wood of the bowl at first. So your first couple of drags kind of have that sort of, I don't know, I guess burnt wood kind of flavor to it. After that, you really start getting into the good stuff. Now we're really rolling on this bad boy. Alright, and now we chill. Alright, if you made it to the end of this video, you officially know how to smoke a pipe like a boss. And thank you so much for sticking around. That was clearly not an actual tutorial on how to smoke a pipe. It was just me having fun, man. And I hope you had fun along with it. It was fun to do, it was fun to make, and the music was fun to do. So that's that anyway, and that kind of segues into what this is all about, I guess. And there's a backstory behind it. So about 1.5 years ago, I desperately needed to stop drinking. So I did, and it's been 1.5 years since I've had a drop of alcohol at all. So I mean, yay! But anyway, whenever you stop doing something like that, then you need to fill time with something else. At least this is what I discovered. And it wasn't like a conscious, oh, okay, now I need to, next step, fill time with new healthy things. It just kind of happened naturally because I got tired of being bored. And you spend a lot of money if you drink a lot. So you're bored and you've got some extra cash, man. So I picked up an old 96 Jeep Cherokee with, I don't know, 250 million miles on it, and just kind of went through, played with it, fixed it up, had fun with it, drove to Northwest Arkansas to go mountain biking, drove it to Spider Mountain down by Austin to go mountain biking, it just took some really, really cool, just kind of like day trip adventures in that thing. Got it fixed up, got it cleaned up, got it driving nice, got it looking nice, and then I was bored with that, so sold it. And then picked up something else and started it all over again, man. And so I'm 1.5 years into doing this stuff, and there are other projects going on, and all of that is stuff that's like, hey, might as well video document this also. I also do mountain bike stuff, not only riding, but building. I've built a lot of mountain bikes in the last 1.5 years. Some of them are completely custom, completely cool. Some are just, restorations of older ones. And I've got some videos, because I just recently started videoing all that stuff too. So there's going to be a lot of just random content coming out of this. But it's all just fun stuff, and it's a new, healthier alternative for me instead of what I was doing before. But with that said, the video part of it, it's just another hobby. I mean, it's the editing. Of course, I don't have it pulled up, but it's the editing, it's the videoing it itself, the making the music behind it. All of that stuff is where the fun is. And then seeing the final product, I mean, it in itself, even if I show it to nobody, this is a really fun thing to do. So where it goes from here, I guess, is completely up to the people who actually watch it. And if you are watching this and you see the potential, or you like what you see, or are curious on where it's going to go, then the more people watch it and the more people like and subscribe to it, the more I'm gonna do, because then there's motivation behind it. It's not just doing it as a fun hobby. I can build one vehicle in 1 year and
be completely content. But, you know, if I have several things, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so if you like what you see and you want to see more of it, or you see the potential, or you just know me and you're like, hey man, good job, then it doesn't hurt. Just subscribe to the channel, man. Give it a couple of thumbs up, and let's see where this thing goes. I'm super excited, and I would really like to see it just help motivate me to motivate other people to do similar things, because life is a lot better when we take time and do things that we enjoy to do. And it's not just, and it doesn't have to be spending money. It just be exercising our creative, our creative side, and being still, being quiet, and doing all those things. So anyway, if you want to hear more of the drinking story, I would love to share it. Do please just let me know in the comments, and maybe someday I'll share a video on that. It's a cool story. It's a cool ending to the story. The beginning of it's not so cool, but the ending of it is pretty cool. So if you're interested in that, or if you're interested in anything at any point, just let me know. This is your show. I'm just doing it for the hobby of making the videos. So thank you so much again for watching. If you've made it this far, then you really ought to subscribe and like the video. And yeah, let's do this thing. It's gonna be fun.